nature. I hope all is well with you. And today, this video is going to be about my hair growth journey, tips to grow your hair, and Rooted by Nature products to help with your hair growth. All right, so let's hop right into it. I would say in 2016, I started finding natural ways to grow my hair and using more like holistic and natural products as well. So after doing a little bit of research and trying out different products and whatnot, I found a few ones that helped at the time, which was like Cantu, Shea Moisture was cool. I used a lot of that. And I used some other ones too. So I tried numerous products, but I always look for ones that had like the less amount of like crap in it. Like, let's be real. You want to use the more natural and everything. Go to the health food store. They have really good ones as well. So I started doing that, and I started experimenting with different oils to moisturize my hair because my hair was really dry, and like the breakage at the ends were just, it was crazy. So doing that, also doing protective styles. I always kept a protective style in my head just to keep my hands out of my head, one, and then two, keep heat out of my hair. I love hair. So when my hair is out, I will play in my hair all day. That's why I do my own hair. That's why I change my style so often, is because I love playing in my hair. That's just what it is. And now I have a daughter and I get to play in her hair as well. So yes, I started figuring out different protective styles. I did a lot of YouTube. That's how I learned how to do my hair. And YouTube University, shouts out. So yes, that's the things that I used to do. Just research, right? So then in 2017, I got pregnant, and whoa, man, let me tell you, my hair, flawless, honey. Like thick, luxurious, shiny, long, full, like the whole nine, bouncy. It was beautiful. Like my protective styles were coming out amazing. The little times I did straighten my hair, it was beautiful, and it lasts so long with me like just wrapping it and keeping the heat still out of my hair. Oh my goodness. I don't know, between the prenatals, and I did switch up my diet. I did become more vegetarian just because I couldn't stand the smell of seafood. It drove me insane. And ever since then, like the sense of smell of seafood just completely turned me off. I almost can't even eat in a restaurant if it's too fishy. Like legit, I can smell fish in people pores sometimes. I'm serious, y'all. But anyway, yes, so when I got pregnant, like between prenatal pills, I switched up my diet. I was a lot more healthier than I was before. And I was still using the natural products and doing my protective styles, and my hair was amazing. Now, after the baby is when I started experiencing some really bad, I guess, like postpartum side effects. And one being was hair loss. My hair was just shredding piece by piece. I also felt really sick after having her and was on antibiotics for a while, so I'm sure that can be a reason. Malnutrition can be a reason because I was malnourished, and I was nursing as well. So it was a few different factors. I was stressed. It was a few different factors that could have helped with my hair loss. So I started to panic. I'm like, dude, like my hair was doing so good. It was so great. Like I want that thing back. Once I got myself feeling better and everything, I started focusing on my hair. Okay, what can we do? Let's go back into the old remedies that we were doing before. So by this time, I would say my daughter, she's about 3 or 4 months, and now she came out with like big, like a lot of hair, really thick curly hair. And then she started losing it in the back, like the normal signs. I forget what they call it for babies, but I think sometimes they call it like, or maybe cradle cap is with the dandruff, but they call it something. And we did a lot of floor time. So she did lay on the floor a lot. So probably brushing her hair against stuff. I always kept my fingers in her hair because I love to play in hair. So she started losing her hair. So I was stressing out even more. Like, oh my goodness, my baby, she's losing this beautiful hair. I'm losing my hair. We're losing it over here. But no stress, okay? Because I found a solution and I started doing my research and I came up with making my own oils. And I looked into so many different um, products to use, concoctions to make to help me grow my hair back as well as my daughter hair. I wanted something that was safe for us, something that was natural, something that was organic, and ideally vegan, like not testing on animals or anything like that. So once I started doing all the research and I found a concoction, I was like, all right. I was using different oils in between time on our hair to see how our hair reacts. And I noticed that my hair do really good with heavier oils. Her hair do really good with like a mixture of thin and heavy, because too thin would not moisturize her hair enough, and then too thick would just sit on top and not really sink into her pores, where a mixture, it was like, okay. And she also have two different hair textures, so that helped with the two different hair textures that she had. So, and then I use carrier oils mixed with essential oils. I use two carrier oils, and carrier oils can be olive oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, Jamaican black castor oil, regular castor oil, avocado oil, etc. You get the point. And then I use three essential oils, and I used ones that do well, work well with each other as well, because if you have sensitivities or anything like that, it could perhaps have a negative effect on your hair. So I started using those oils and I saw little gradual changes little by little, but at this time, I was using it on her, but at this time for me, I'm like, I'm over it. I just want to start all over. I want to cut my hair. I want a new look. This is the mom life. I want to look like a mom. Yeah, so I end up doing a really big chop, and this is the shortest I ever cut my hair, and it was crazy. And I made this big chop in July of 2018. And it was crazy. Like, I couldn't believe I did it. Afterwards I was like, oh shit, what did I just do? Like, did I even think this through? Oh my god. But it ended up like, obviously it was beautiful, whatever. I can do any style, and it just showed me like, you really have the face to pull off anything, honey, for real. And a few of my family members told me that, like, um that's not bad. You know, you really have a good face or you can pretty much do anything. Like, they never said it was really cute, but they was like, you're pretty, so it works, type of thing. So when I first did that, I was still using my oils and everything, but at the top where that I left out, I was I didn't know how to do short hair. So literally I was pressing it and straightening it with the flat irons every single day, damn near. And like, or like multiple times, a few times a week. And obviously that started to break off my hair. My ends started to get damaged. So I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta stop. So then I started doing protective styles. And the first protective style I did was with the Senegalese. I had the Senegalese at the top, and then I was still shaving my hair all around. And that was literally my best style. I'm not even gonna lie. That was my favorite style. It was cute, it was beautiful, it was elegant, and it was still like edgy and grungy. I loved it. Um, so I did that, and I was using my oils. So by the time I took that out, it was October of 2018, and I was like, you know what, it's getting chilly outside, I'm ready to grow my hair back. Like, this is getting cold, like I'm cold. So I started growing my hair out, and what I did was put my hair in protective styles. So protective styles for me would be like latch hooks, it would be wigs, it would be yarn tips, Senegalese, anything. I love twists and like braids and everything. And then on the rare occasions, I would do, or like maybe in between styles when I'm trying to figure out what my next style is gonna be, I'll throw in a wig or something like that. So those were the things that I did. And with Zuri, I was still doing protective styles on her hair as well. Using the oils and like, and I made sure like dieting was a really good one for us as well. Like we drank lots of water. All Zuri drink is water. But we drank lots of water, and our diet was, at this time, like now we were transitioning to veganism, so our hair really started to thrive, y'all, like for real. And here I am 1 year later, 1 month later, and look at all this hair. Take a good look, y'all. Isn't that crazy? Oh my god. And this is from Protective Styles. And I haven't seen my hair like out like probably in about, dang, it's November. I haven't had my hair out since May. Yeah, since May. I went to Charlotte in May, and that was the last time I wore my hair out in natural, in May. So I was completely surprised about this. Oh, you know what? In September, I did see my hair for a very short period, because in September I made the decision to get locks. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get my hair locked and just let it grow like that. I'm overdoing my hair these days. I have a daughter, we could just do her hair. I love twists and braids anyway. I look really good with them. I like to put the jewelry in them. So that's just kind of my style. I'm over everything else, right? So that's what I did, and these are the locks actually. I just like spruced them up and did them a little different because, man, I have so much new growth, and like literally like my locks was like, I should have took a before picture. Like it was so much new growth. They really look like, you know how you see people with older locks, like who've had locks for like months in their hair and they haven't gotten them touched up or anything. Like that's how it looked. And I was like, dang, what am I doing this? So I end up doing this style here. And what I did was I combined about 2 or 3 locks. See, this is how you notice a lot of loop growth, because this looks like a ponytail instead of a lock. But what I did was combine 2 or 3 locks, and then I put it into a rubber band. I just slicked it up. I slicked it up with like a little bit of like hair gel and some water mixed with coconut oil, and slicked it up in a ponytail, and then I just 2-strand twist them, and then I did the knots, and I did that all over, and I just put them in little ponytails around my hair and whatnot. And before I did all this, I did do a hot oil treatment. So with the hair oil, now that I make the hair oil, I use it for post-wash, I use it for pre-wash, I use it for hot oil treatments, I use it for daily use. Literally, it's versatile, y'all. But like when I did this style, what I did was I warmed up the oil and I did a hot oil treatment, let it sit, massage my scalp really good, and then I went to styling my hair. And that way I didn't have to put any other oil on it. And this is how like it's really shiny, it's really neat, you know. And this is what Rooted by Nature's oil looks like. Handmade, natural, organic, and it works, y'all. I promise you, like, it works. I use this for me and my daughter. I started using it on my daughter when she was 6 months. So it's safe for children, it's safe for you. Get you some. Gotta get you some. So like recapping the things, the tips that you could do to grow your hair: maintain a good diet, use more natural based hair products, get your Rooted by Nature hair oil, hit me up in the email, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Rooted by Nature, and then protective styles as well: latch hooks, Senegalese, wigs, weave, ponytails, knots, two-strand twist, whatever floats your boat, where you can protect your hair and you're not putting too much heat damage in it, and you can keep your hands out of it as well. All you need to do is oil. That's the only time you need to have your hands in your hair, right? So yes, those are some tips for you all. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the next video. Peace.